This is the second of 5 Southside State of the City luncheons in coastal Virginia. These annual reports are an important time for us to take a time out to celebrate the successes of the past year. Equally as important, they are a time to be inspired to help make where we live a little better in the next 12 months. Each city's report is different and unique, as are the mayors who give them. So what kind of person would best be able to deliver that report? What kind of mayor would be the most believable and trusted messenger? You might say we would want a mayor to mirror what is the best in all of us together and what is best about our city. This is no small task because Virginia Beach is among the best of the best in many things, evidenced by our numerous awards and singular distinctions. The person who mirrors the things that make us special would logically be the best fit for mayor of Virginia Beach. Let's do a job description. Virginia Beach has been selected as one of the best places for raising a family, a top city for working mothers, and one of the healthiest cities for women in America. So a mayor with a great family who has real experience in a household with lots of women, extra credit for raising daughters, would have a very personal stake in maintaining these rankings. A mayor blessed and devoted to their grandchildren would work hard every single day to make sure that Virginia Beach stays ranked as one of the 100 best cities for young people, and be personally motivated to start programs like the Mayor's Action Challenge for children and families. We are the Commonwealth's most populous city, so our mayor should have a large influence from here to Washington to Richmond. The job calls for a tireless worker who has put in the time to cultivate personal relationships with our leaders, leaders of both parties, and with regional decision makers, which would give our mayor the credibility to call on those relationships in times needed to move us forward. We all know the importance of the military to our city and region. It would probably be too much to ask to have a mayor who could be recognized as America's Elected Official of the Year by the Association of Defense Communities. And we're so proud of our natural assets. It's no surprise Virginia Beach is recognized as the 6th best place in the country for having a great outdoors to enjoy. A mayor who was instrumental in the creation of our award-winning open space acquisition and agricultural reserve programs would be a part of the reason why we enjoy that enviable honor. What would Virginia Beach be without our beautiful beaches? Someone who loves the feel of sand between their toes, a lifelong beachaholic, would fiercely guard our most precious natural asset by prioritizing sand replenishment and beach cleanliness as a mandatory part of the job. This is one of America's fittest cities, so a mayor who regularly breaks a sweat at one of our city's most famous exercise facilities, who might even earn the nickname of Gym Bum, would set a fine example for all. Our school system has won numerous awards of its own, and a mayor who had a close relative, like a sister perhaps, who was principal of a Virginia Beach public school would have the very best access to the front lines of public education. A mayor who is upbeat, positive, and genuinely nice person would reflect our ranking as the 6th happiest city in which to work and be able to bring out the best in all of those around him. And what a mayor who knows the value and importance of volunteers in Virginia Beach. A mayor who has walked the walk and served the long hours as a rescue squad volunteer, saving lives, raising money for our life-saving museum, the American Heart Association, the Boys and Girls Club, to name just a few, would have the credibility to ask others to volunteer their time and treasure also. We've been named the best-run city in America by 24/7 Wall Street, so a competent and intelligent mayor with top managerial and financial skills would be an absolute must. The ideal resume would include a person who leads instead of follows when it comes to casting the tough votes. Their track record would speak for itself, and it would cause others to honor them for such things as serving as King Neptune and being honored as Virginia Beach's first citizen. Only an individual who have done these things and more could have the confidence and pride to tout the city they represent with the signature saying, "The greatest city in the world," not for a laugh or a corny line, but with the conviction of one who embodies and appreciates all that is right and good about America's 39th largest city. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't need to look for that mayor. Every word I've spoken applies to the person who currently occupies that office. Would you please join me in welcoming to the podium the only person who fills every qualification just listed, the man who reflects what Virginia Beach is all about, a man of integrity and character, our mayor, the Honorable Will Sessoms.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got to go to work here. Hey, good afternoon. And I can't thank Livwood enough for your kind words. And also thanks to each and every one of you for coming to this signature event. You know, throughout the year, the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce helps businesses succeed, driving regional economic growth and enhancing our quality of life. I thank the Chamber leadership for all that you do to help ensure a pro-business environment, to strengthen our economy, and to enhance and grow your members' businesses. I'd also like to thank today's sponsors who organized this event and are supporting this event. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the Sessoms family, including my lovely wife, Bev, our three daughters, Molly, Kate, and Ann Douglas, our granddaughters, Maddie and Willie, our sons-in-law, Kyle and Fred, my sister, Barbara, and her husband, Jeff, and my mom, for all the support and encouragement you give me on a daily basis. I am blessed to have you in my life. Folks, we are all blessed to live here in coastal Virginia. And I tell you one reason why. We have a legacy given to us by the first English settlers. Think about it. In April 1607, they landed at Cape Henry, about 7 miles from here, where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Atlantic Ocean. When they first set foot on our shores, at the site we now know today as Fort Story, they found a vast wilderness that provided both abundant natural resources and significant challenges to their survival. Challenges that would last for years, yet they faced their challenges head on. They persisted, they survived, and ultimately they thrived. Those colonists are still recognized today for their entrepreneurial spirit, their closeness to the earth, and their respect for community. That spirit is alive and thriving, right here, right now. It has sustained Americans for centuries, and it will continue to sustain us, but only if we face our challenges head on, just like the first settlers. Last year, I shared a vision, a 2020 vision, with 4 ambitious initiatives: the arena, light rail, advancing Virginia Beach as an international destination, and establishing Virginia Beach as a destination for groundbreaking research and development and headquarters of some of the world's leading innovators in healthcare biotechnology, pharmaceutical development, and healthcare delivery systems. Last year, I asked you to hold me accountable, and today I'm pleased to report that we are on the right track to bringing this vision home to you by the year 2020. Think about it. We are the largest market in the nation without a large arena. But today, we are well on our way. On December 9th, the Virginia Beach City Council unanimously gave the arena a green light, and the city staff is now putting the finishing touches on a comprehensive development agreement. Construction will begin this fall. What a game changer it will be for this region to have an iconic, world-class entertainment and sports arena right across the street from this convention center. Would all the members of the United States management team, including the ESG companies, CMEC, Mortensen Construction, SB Ballard Construction Company, AECon, Clark Nexon, and SMG, please stand. You are entrepreneurial giants who turn grand visions into grand realities. Thank you for your enterprising spirit and your visionary leadership. And thanks to Eddie Garcia and the entire United States management team for your confidence and investment in our community. The $200 million arena will draw top-rated acts, performances that currently bypass coastal Virginia. We will enjoy spectacular events, and tourists will have new reasons to visit our vibrant city and enjoy our restaurants, hotels, and attractions. More tourists, more jobs, new opportunities, new revenue streams. That's what the Virginia Beach Arena is all about, and we're working to bring it home to you. I thank the General Assembly for creating the Hampton Roads Transportation Accountability Commission, which allows we, the people of this region, to determine where funds generated by new revenue sources established by the 2013 General Assembly will be spent. Will Chesapeake Mayor Alan Krasnoff please stand? Alan. Alan, I'd like to thank you for your dynamic leadership as chairman of this new authority. Already projects that were dreams, including I-64-264 interchange improvements, the expansion of I-64 on the peninsula and in Chesapeake, new crossings of the Hampton Roads, and other projects chosen by our region are on their way to becoming realities. Also, many, many thanks to our delegation for your robust support of this effort. It's fair to say that we all agree about the need to build a comprehensive transportation system, one that will offer the world greater access to coastal Virginia, by land, by road, and by air. A system that will also give us better access to the world. As for light rail, it's not a question of if. Light rail must be a part of this system. I'll be the first to admit that the quest for light rail has been a painfully slow process. After all, it's been 7 years since the General Assembly directed Hampton Roads Transit to study expanding light rail into Virginia Beach. And it's been more than 2 years since 63% of 185,000 Virginia Beach residents voted on the referendum, giving the go-ahead to pursue this very reliable, convenient, safe, and environmentally clean mode of transportation. Every time I meet with members of the business community and with residents on the south side of coastal Virginia, I'm asked, what's the status of light rail? I will be leading the charge and urging every member of the Virginia Beach City Council to bring it home to you. I'm confident that when it comes to a vote as early as this spring, the Virginia Beach City Council will endorse extending light rail to town center and eventually beyond. That vote will authorize the city and HRT to proceed with the design for the project, complete the environmental impact statement, and learn the actual cost, putting us in a much better position to make a sound decision. Let's also not limit our thinking on light rail. It's more than a transportation issue. Today's young adults are not like my generation. Many of them don't want a mortgage, and they're not buying houses as soon or as frequently as we did. They don't necessarily want to drive everywhere. If we really want our children and grandchildren to stay in Virginia Beach when they become adults, we must create a sustainable community that supports the lifestyle of future generations. Time won't stand still, and neither can we. Moving forward, the success of Virginia Beach will depend on strategic planning, and strategic planning spurs strategic development. Look what's happening around town center. Pembroke Mall is getting its second wind, and we look forward to the grand openings of Nordstrom Rack and REI Outdoor Adventure Store, Designer Shoe Warehouse, and Uptown Alley, which is a high-tech bowling hotspot. Fresh Market will soon be added to that list. Time won't stand still, and neither can we. Imagine that kind of development blossoming in all of our strategic growth areas. Imagine that kind of development popping up all along our light rail line. Because our greenfield land is just about depleted, our redevelopment strategies have focused on strategic growth areas, and 75% of those are right along what will be our light rail line. It will jumpstart significant development in our strategic growth areas. Time won't stand still, and neither can we. I'd also like to thank Governor Terry McAuliffe and Transportation Secretary Aubrey Lane for their $155 million commitment to get the wheels turning. These funds will vanish if we do not use them to advance light rail in Virginia Beach now. So please, let's get the trains on the track and support our efforts to bring it home to you. Another painfully slow process is the quest to establish coastal Virginia as an international destination with a truly international airport that has direct flights to major cities throughout our nation and the world. Norfolk Mayor Frame and I continue to explore the possibilities, and we continue to meet with obstacles. The number of passengers who have taken off or landed at both of our airports in Norfolk and in Newport News has dwindled. Clearly, it's time to seriously analyze our options for the future. So Mayor Frame and I are asking Brian Stevenson, President and CEO of Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce, and Ira Agricola, Executive Vice President for Government Affairs at the Chamber, to establish a committee to evaluate and make recommendations on how the region can best achieve a world-class air transportation system for coastal Virginia. Please know that we're working to bring it home to you. At last year's State of the City luncheon, I announced the creation of a task force to work with the Virginia Beach City Council and develop a plan for a biomedical and healthcare hub in Princess Anne Commons. Because it's time for us, coastal Virginia, to emerge as the capital of healthcare innovation in Virginia. Tom Frantz, CEO and chairman of Williams-Mullen and a highly effective community leader, agreed to head this panel, and he asked LifeNet Health CEO Ronnie Thomas to come on board as co-chair. This is a tremendous opportunity, and this dynamic task force has set it all in motion and put it on the fast track. Biomedical and healthcare experts and educators from coastal Virginia to Richmond have stepped right up to join forces. Even a private equity firm is part of the core team. And due to the overwhelming interest, a second group of industry leaders is now serving in an advisory capacity to the task force. Will Tom, Ronnie, and the entire biomedical healthcare task force and the advisory group please stand so we can recognize you? Diabetes, cardiovascular disease, neuroscience and traumatic brain and wounded warrior injuries. We are all impacted by at least one of these, either directly or indirectly. And thanks to the work of our biomedical and healthcare task force, we're going to be a part of the solution while diversifying and expanding our economy at the same time. Just last month, the City Council received a consultant's market assessment and report that offers 3 powerful recommendations that will empower us to bring it home to you. 1, the region from Virginia Beach to Richmond should enhance efforts to establish companies right here in order to generate long-term sustainable benefits, in order to diversify and grow the overall economy, and in order to create high-paying jobs. 2, an enhanced focus on researchers who create translational research, the kind that generates groundbreaking discoveries that can be commercialized. 3, we should establish a public-private organization to prime the pump and help grow our new life science and biomedical cluster. We've already asked the General Assembly to provide us with startup funds to establish this regional organization and hire its first CEO. And I will ask the City Council to match these funds in our upcoming budget. The task force has completed phase 1 of its mission. As a city and a region, we now need to move on to implementing these recommendations. As part of this, I will ask my colleagues on City Council to transfer 155 acres of city-owned property on Princess Anne Road to the Virginia Beach Development Authority. This will allow us to move forward in planning and development of a new bio-related business park so that we can provide researchers and businesses a place to grow. This initiative will complement the investments already made by Centerra, Bon Secours, CHKD, and Operation Smile. Folks, it's time to stop talking about how disappointed we are that our young people graduate from college and seek well-paying jobs in other cities because there aren't comparable opportunities here at home. We must all step up in the local, state, and private sectors so that we can stop talking and make this happen. Last year, I asked you to hold me accountable. The members of the task force have worked very hard, and now we all have to hold ourselves accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited about the arena. I'm very excited about light rail. However, this is the answer. This is the big one to focus on for our children and our grandchildren. For decades, our economy has been based on a 3-legged stool featuring tourism, defense, and agriculture. It's time to create a 4th leg for that stool, and this is it. This will give birth to our new economy. This vision will help transform our future. Every facet of our 2020 vision is designed to bring long-term and sustainable prosperity to Virginia Beach and coastal Virginia. But let's not lose sight of great things that are happening all around us now.
The Virginia Beach City Council is paving the way by investing in people, investing in the community, and investing in the future. These are just some of the new projects in our city. New fire EMS stations at Chesapeake Beach, Town Center, Thalia, Blackwater. Road projects including the Lesnar Bridge replacement, Nemo Parkway, Seaboard Road, Princess Anne Road, Princess Anne Road, Kempsville Road Intersection Improvement Project, Holland Road, Glen Haven Parkway, Witch Duck Road, First Colonial Road at Virginia Beach Boulevard, Shore Drive, new recreation centers at Bow Creek and Kempsville, Funds are being invested across Virginia Beach, from large corporations employing thousands of people to startups and small businesses that employ only a few to nonprofits. Every organization makes a unique contribution to Virginia Beach's dynamic, growing economy. These projects include the arena, the Chesapeake Bay Foundation Brock Center and Lynnhaven River Now headquarters at Pleasure House Point, Town Center, Phase 5, featuring the Clark Nexon Building, Anthropology, Lululemon, Free People, Francesco's, West Elm, Tupelo Honey Cafe, and an additional 918 free public parking spaces. The multi-million-dollar renovation at Lynnhaven Mall that brought Apple, Michael Kors, and White House Black Market to our community. Convergence 5. The new Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters building going up in Princess Anne Commons. The preservation and redevelopment of the historic Cavalier. Green Flash Brewing. Proofx. The Princess Anne Family, YMCA, and Tide Swimming Club featuring a 50-meter swimming pool. Top Golf. The Youth Baseball Complex and Stadium. The Housing Resource Center. An Achievable Dream Academy. The Adventure Park at Virginia Aquarium, and iFly. Altogether, these projects total more than $1.5 billion, and they are just a sample of enhancements taking shape in Virginia Beach, the greatest city in the world. Now more than ever, investing in our people, in our community, and in our future is key to sustaining the irresistible quality of life we all love. And that's exactly what we're doing to ensure that Virginia Beach continues to be a strong, healthy, and vibrant city for generations to come.
Did you notice the Housing Resource Center in the video? The City of Virginia Beach has already designated $29 million to build the center, which will become the portal of solutions for homeless people in Virginia Beach, and a big enhancement to our efforts to end homelessness. It's a model that we know can work, as the Union Mission model has worked in Norfolk. It will help homeless people get housing, and it will help reduce the impact of homelessness at the oceanfront. The city's dedication of funding is an amazing start and demonstrates our commitment. I want you to know also about additional efforts, and I'd like to start by asking Pastor Ray Borkman of Beach Fellowship, Pastor Michael Daniels of Enoch Baptist Church, and Pastor Steve Kelly of the Waves Church to please stand. Ray has been a tireless volunteer for more than 5 years, helping form the Beach Community Partnership that is the foundation of our community's efforts. And these three pastors have joined forces to form a nonprofit organization to raise a minimum of $1 million to eradicate homelessness in our city. Thank you, pastors, for leading the charge. Today, I'm calling upon each of you to support the solution to homelessness so that we can deliver everything we need beyond what the city alone can provide. Together, let's enhance Virginia Beach's reputation as an innovative city capable of solving its problems through partnerships. Please review the packets that you've been provided and make a pledge in support of this noble effort. The video also featured many economic development projects. Our economic development department is out there every day, working with businesses of all shapes and sizes to improve the sustainability of our city. Let's take a look at what our friends at Geico are doing. Just this year, Geico has significantly grown their workforce, which now represents over 2,800 associates that are working at a first-class company, but also a part of a first-class city. This next generation of employees for the second largest insurance company in the U.S. will become an important asset to the future of our community. In terms of strategic planning, we recently announced Canada Metal Pacific's decision to locate their U.S. headquarters here in Virginia Beach in an effort to expand their growing footprint and to service the U.S. consumer market in the marine and defense industries, and once again benefiting from our superior workforce, business-friendly climate, and strategic access to their customer base. Today, I'm happy to announce the decision by another international company to call Virginia Beach home. The French-owned Hallot North America will move its U.S. headquarters to Virginia Beach this summer. Recognizing that our superior location close to the Port of Virginia will reduce their cost of operations and improve service to their customers, Hallot North America plans to create 67 new jobs with an average annual salary of $70,000. Would Claude Fugger, CEO, Cyrus Copenhaver, Vice President, and Mike Garavella, CFO, please stand and let us welcome you to Virginia Beach. With this addition to our business community, I am pleased to announce that more than 1,200 jobs have been created thus far in Virginia Beach since July of 2014. This serves as proof that our strategic plan for growing our economy is working. The state of our city is strong. For the 5th consecutive year, Virginia Beach is the only coastal Virginia city rated AAA by all 3 major bond rating agencies. That's proof that our conservative financial practices and strong management are paying off. 47% of our operating budget goes to education here in Virginia Beach, one of the best school divisions in the nation. An Achievable Dream Academy is in its first year at SeaTac Elementary School, and members of the first class are here today. Would you please stand and let us recognize these fine young people? And would the board stand up and all the administrators, please let us welcome you to Virginia Beach. This groundbreaking public-private program provides year-round extended day learning, complete with enrichment classes, field trips, and strong support from community partners, the military, and mentors. Tourism continues to be one of the largest industries in the city and a powerful economic engine. 2014 showed record-breaking increases again in lodging sales, up 5.1% to $315 million compared to 2013. Restaurant sales were up 3.6% to more than $1 billion. The Virginia Beach Amphitheater is beginning its 20th season. What a fine example of a public-private partnership. And I'd like to thank Bill Reed and Bill Harrison, another team who turned grand visions into grand realities, for getting it off the ground more than 20 years ago. Through 19 seasons, the amphitheater has held 531 events, attended by more than 5 million people, and generated more than $23 million in direct revenues to the city of Virginia Beach. The amphitheater paid for itself in 9 years, and last year was the best ever. $1,762,000 in revenues were added to the city treasurer by the amphitheater. Isn't that great, folks? Virginia Beach is one of the safest cities in the nation, thanks to our stellar police, fire, EMS, and 911 departments, our sheriff's office, and our citizens. Our crime rate is the lowest it's been since 1963, and our clearance rate for crime solved is 75%. Compare that to the national average of only 38% for cities of 250,000 and up. Virginia Beach is one of the 5 best-run cities in America and one of the best places to live, according to 24/7 Wall Street. All of this makes me happy. And today, I'm happy to proclaim that the hit song Happy by Virginia Beach's own Pharrell Williams, and with his permission, is the official song of Virginia Beach. All right. Behind every good man is a good woman. And although Pharrell couldn't be with us today, I'm very pleased to introduce his mother, Dr. Carolyn Williams. Please stand. Dr. Williams is a former teacher and librarian for Virginia Beach City Public Schools. Today, she's doing a fabulous job as chairwoman of the board and director of education at Pharrell's Foundation, from one hand to another. I have personally seen Dr. Williams working with students in STEM educational programs and making a big difference in the lives of children in Virginia Beach and beyond. In all corners of our city, great things are happening to make Virginia Beach an even greater place to live. This city has a positive vibe, one that you can feel. And now that the arena is in clear view, we have the opportunity to bring a new dynamic to our thriving resort area. One that will support creative enterprises, attract new entrepreneurial opportunities, and create more year-round activities for locals and visitors alike. The new Vibe District, located just a few steps from this convention center, from 16th to 22nd Streets, and from Parks to Atlantic Avenues, is already home to numerous successful businesses and attractions, including the Old Beach Farmers Market, the Virginia Museum of Contemporary Art, and numerous successful surf shops. Thanks to the initiative of people like Andy Fine, Laura Wood-Hubber, and Christina Chastain, and others, who pushed for the creation of the Vibe District, we're seeing a new rush of small business activity in the resort area. From the establishment of new co-working spaces that will encourage entrepreneurial collaboration, to the new home for Chesapeake Bay Distillery and their award-winning craft spirits. If you haven't already been to a First Friday Vibe in the district, you won't have to wait long. We're only 2 days away. Whether it's helping large manufacturers like Steel or IMS Gear in meeting their workforce development needs, or providing assistance to young, independent software developers in starting their own companies, our responsibility is to build a Virginia Beach for all generations, supporting opportunities for small business and entrepreneurs, expanding our year-round creative industries, establishing new places like the Vibe District help us meet this obligation. We must think big. We must act big, and we must seize every opportunity to shape our future in a great way from all angles. Time and time again, we have reaped the benefits of kick-starting projects like the Boardwalk Seawall, Princess Anne Commons, the Amphitheater, the Convention Center, and Town Center. In Virginia Beach, we get ahead because of effective partnerships. And I'd like to recognize a few of the people who are making big things happen. Will all members of the Virginia Beach City Council please stand? It is an absolute honor and a privilege to work with each and every one of you. Your vision, your commitment to the citizens we serve, and your passionate leadership are at the heart of our community. Thanks for making Virginia Beach a community for a lifetime. Our successful and unprecedented Yes Oceano plan to roll back encroachment around the Oceano based on the Base Realignment Closure Committee's recommendation has been a model program for all cities across the country. Will the following members of the United States Armed Forces please stand? Admiral Philip S. Davidson, Commander, U.S. Fleet Forces. Captain Frank Hewlett, Commanding Officer of Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story, Captain Kit Choate, the outgoing Commanding Officer of NAS Oceana, Captain Lou Shager, the incoming Commanding Officer of NAS Oceana, Brigadier General Timothy P. Williams, Adjutant General of Virginia, and Colonel Elena Scarborough, Commander of Camp Pendleton. I can't tell you what an honor it is for me to be in the company of these courageous leaders. More than 100,000 active duty personnel live here in coastal Virginia. It's no secret that we are very proud of you and very glad that you and your families are part of our community. Will all military members, both active and retired, please stand and let us salute you. Thank you for your selflessness, dedication, and service to ensure our freedom. As mayor, I've had the opportunity to interact with hundreds of city employees and volunteers, and let me tell you, they are among the most competent, most dedicated, and most hardworking people I've ever met. From educators to public safety officers who handle life and death situations, to public works and public utility specialists who ensure a clean water supply and sanitary sewer system, to librarians, social workers, parks and rec professionals, public health experts, customer service reps, and emergency communicators. Our Virginia Beach city and schools workforce are second to none. At 23 years and counting, City Manager Jim Spohr is the longest-serving chief executive officer of a major city in the country. Thanks for your excellent leadership. Jim, would you stand, and all the people who work and volunteer for the City of Virginia Beach, please stand and let us recognize you. Let me tell you, managing the city's budget through the recession and the recovery has been a daunting task. For 7 consecutive years, we've asked departments to do more with less. We've asked the same of our city employees and their families. I know the recession has been hard on you. I know you're struggling to keep up with inflation. I know how much you strive to give your all while serving the citizens of Virginia Beach. So I am proposing that the next city budget provide pay raises for all city employees because you've earned it and you deserve it. I will be meeting with Jim Spohr and the City Council to discuss how we can bring this home to you. Friends, I'd like to leave you with this. I've been serving this city with integrity since 1988. And I never thought I would have to endure the circumstances of the last 4 months, which have been a tremendous burden on me, my family, my friends, my former employer, and city staff. I am humbled by the overwhelming support you've shown me. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your confidence in my leadership. You're the best, and I'm as committed and determined as ever to work with you to advance the community we all love, Virginia Beach, the greatest city in the world. Thank you.